Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tecmo Super Bowl. I'm your host, Johnny Sexguns, and with me today is Jimmy Firecracker.
Hello everyone, it is an honor to be here for the Tecmo Super Bowl. Perhaps the first of many to...
Not to cut you off, Jim, this will be the only one.
What?
It's not really in the budget. In any case, today's game is a tale as old as time. East and West meeting in a colossal match for a trophy we just made up. Our boys in blue, the New York Giants. And the team that's been coming through the league like butter, the Washington Redskins.
John, I believe they're called the Washington Commanders.
I can't do anything about it. This game came out in 1992.
Are we going to have to do this every time?
We only get paid to do voiceovers for the Super Bowl, so only if we get to the Super Bowl.
We're getting paid for this?
Wow, what an amazing play by the Giants.
Oh, okay. Just gotta ignore what I said. That's fine.
Sims gets ready to pass the ball. He passes it to Ingram. And he could go all the way! Touchdown for the Giants!
You know, Johnny, this reminds me of a story about a guy who fed ducks some bread.
And they aced the field goal! Now it's the Redskins' time to shine. Show us some magic!
Jesus!
Oh, get crushed. That works too.
Did you see how fast that guy ran?
He must have had his Wheaties this morning.
Wow. I'm calling it. Redskins are getting demolished.
Oh, don't be a poor sport. Give them a chance. Also, I'd like to point out you just called them the Redskins.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
Because it's in the script. And I don't like you giving them crap before they had the chance to prove themselves. Remember at the start of the season, and you were saying the Lions would make it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah?
That the whole point of this series was just to see if the Lions could win the Super Bowl?
Yeah?
I thought you were crazy. I went home that night and literally passed out from laughing so damn hard. It was the funniest shit I've ever heard. The Lions win the Super Bowl? But you know what?
What?
The Lions did pretty well despite the odds. They got to divisional. Granted, this is just a video game, and granted, they still didn't get to the Super Bowl, but they almost made a believer out of me. So you gotta let the Redskins make a believer out of you.
Yeah, okay, but you've been watching the game, right?
Yes.
The same game, right?
What point are you trying to make?
I'm just saying, compared to their other games this season, they're really struggling. I mean, he just threw the ball to someone who wasn't even open.
I guess we can agree to disagree.
Isn't it odd that these games feel like they go by way faster than your ordinary football game?
That's because this clock is only 5 minutes instead of 15. But I do agree, we may need to fluff this video's length with some commercials.
You're right, Johnny. What's a Super Bowl without some good old consumer marketing? You know, we gotta do something different this time. Instead of the game just transitioning from one scene to the next, we've gotta do something Super Bowl-ish.
Instead, we've handpicked some classic commercials to spark your nostalgia. We do hope you enjoy them.
And this video. If you like it, please leave a like and comment down below. Maybe subscribe and hit that notification bell or some crap. I'm not good at this.
Ha ha! Classic self-insert W.
The Tecmo Super Bowl is brought to you by Soggy Hot Dogs.
I'm working for an hourly wage. I went to high school, didn't do great. Still, I gotta make more cash. More education is what I'm looking at. When I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary.
Pepsi Man! Senor Pepsi! Pepsi Man!
What's wrong with you? You're not hungry for six-pack. You're hungry for Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets!
Well, are we ready to take a look?
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect! Oh, God. Got anything smaller?
All you need is a chainsaw for an arm and a shotgun to be just like Bruce Campbell in Evil Dead. Hail to the king.
Hey, isn't that supposed to be a chainsaw?
You want a piece of this? Yeah, I didn't.
Rated M for mature.
Come on, you freak!
Help!
Come on, take it like a man.
Chasing me!
Video games don't just blast through your batteries.
More batteries!
They blast through your money. That's why you should arm yours with Rayovac Maximum Alkaline. They last as long as standard Duracell and Energizer, but cost less, so you can buy more games.
How about a little one-on-one?
Rayovac lasts as long as standard Duracell and Energizer for less.
Welcome back to the Tecmo Super Bowl. Weren't those commercials a blast from the past?
That commercial break didn't feel like it was that long.
Are you here for the Super Bowl or are you here for the commercial?
Well, both, I guess. Commercials are like 1/3 of the reason to watch the Super Bowl.
All right, fine. We'll throw in a couple more for the next commercial break. Who knows? Maybe a YouTuber will react to the commercials in our video.
That would be pretty amusing. Ball.
Wait, what? Why did you say
Oh,
ball?
I got an idea for some commercials to add to the break. I really love those classic video game commercials. I don't know if you realized, but the Giants just scored a touchdown a second ago. You didn't announce it.
Oh, it's fine. The sound channel that has the audience loop on it will let the viewer know if something significant happened.
Or you're upset that I was right about the Giants winning.
Really, Jim? That's just petty.
I'm just messing with you, Johnny. I'm gonna be honest, Johnny. I didn't expect that we would need to do this much commentary. I mean, it feels like an eternity to get through this script.
Well, we're in the second quarter, so once this quarter is done, we'll be halfway there.
I take it back. 5 minutes to get through sounds so much more appealing than 15 minutes. I kind of feel like we're Mystery Science Theater 3000, just watching a pre-recorded video and adding commentary over top of it.
Come on, Jim. Snap out of it. Next thing you're going to tell me is that this is the Matrix, and we're just two characters playing a role in someone's video.
Do you think crabs think fish can fly?
What?
Do you think crabs look up and think the fish are flying?
Jesus, Jimmy, keep the complex questions at home.
Actually, if you think about it, crabs know how to swim, or I would assume at least most of them know how to swim. Do you think the crabs who can't swim look up to the crabs who can swim and think they're flying? I just realized there is no music. Don't they usually have music playing at football games?
Well, the music that would normally be playing from the captured game footage was making it difficult to hear our commentary. Plus, it was meshing with the audience. It became too difficult to hear. Plus, it wasn't the right music. We used the preseason option to make our videos with the exception of the AFC versus NFC. We wanted to go with an authentic Super Bowl feel, albeit cheaply, so we kept the audience and took out the game audio.
Okay, but that's not what I mean.
What, you want to hear Crazy Train by Ozzy for the 6,000th time?
I mean, it would be better than nothing.
Don't worry, we got the halftime show. I'm sure it won't disappoint.
So, how long do you think we can be silent? I'm running out of stuff to talk about.
I don't know. Let's find out. Uh-oh, Jimmy. The audience sounds like they're getting pissed.
One of these teams got to do something, like, I don't know, maybe the Redskins can kick for a field goal?
Damn, Jimmy, are you psychic?
Bruh, it's literally a pre-recorded. You're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. You could have literally just suggested the same thing.
Speaking of which, we're about to go to a commercial break. And after the commercial break, the Tecmo Super Bowl halftime show!
The Tecmo Super Bowl is brought to you by Femboy IHOPs. Eat, come, be happy.
I had a dream that my whole world was blue, a royal Xanadu. The world was so brand new, and everywhere the underwear was blue, and shades of cobalt too. What's a guy to do? My denim world had put me in a trance. The world embraced my slate blue underpants, and all I know is true. I'm so happy that I'm blue. My heart it bleeds, but it's not red, it's blue. My briefs are born anew, a cooler shade in you. Visions of blue that transcend space and time come crashing through my mind. There's reason and there's rhyme, like steel blue clouds above a turquoise sea. The fabric plays its sweet blue symphony, and all I know is true. I'm so happy that I'm
Well done, Bruce Lee, but those men were flabby and weak.
Karate Kid?
Kid, I'm 35. You lack focus. My master would teach you.
Arnold from Happy Days? Lipton Brisk Iced Tea, where did you get that? Editing mistake in my favor. It's Brisk, baby! Only fool, fight man with Brisk.
Boycott Spyro. Boycott Spyro. Sure, he looks like an innocent dragon, but he breathes fire. He's napalm on 4 scaly legs. And he headbutts. Just look what he did to me. What?
Barbecue.
Ow! What'd you do that for?
PlayStation.
One pizza, one pizzone.
What's a pizzone?
It's something really tasty now at Pizza Hut. Order any large pizza for the family, and for just $2.99 more, Mom and Dad get a pizzone of their own.
What's a pizzone?
Delicious toppings and cheese sealed inside a golden folded pizza crust in 3 yummy recipes. So while the rest of the family's in pizza paradise, you've got a pizzone big enough to share. Or maybe not. Now only $2.99 when you get any large pizza at the regular price. Only from Pizza Hut.
So this is a pizzone.
New longer lasting juicy fruit. Sweet.
Dude, I wanted that.
Yeah? And?
Don't mess you for it.
Gotta have sweet, gotta have longer lasting juicy fruit.
Killer outfit. Too bad the nightlife sucks. Dracula returns to Castlevania on Nintendo 64 from Konami.
Come out, wherever you are. I've got new Mountain Dew Zero Sugar with the same refreshing taste as the original, but without any of the sugar! Here's Mountain Dew Zero.
I am thirsty.
Huh?
Zero sugar. Zero sugar. Zero sugar.
And now, for the Tecmo Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, finally, the end of the Tecmo Super Bowl videos. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I? I'm LordKardok.
No, I'm LordKardok.
No, you're just a fucking nerd.
Okay, well, whoever the hell you are, why are you here?
You've been playing this fucking Tecmo Super Bowl game for over 30 videos. You owe your audience something different.
Oh, well, I'll be working on a new gameplay video after this one.
I'm not talking about another playthrough video, you idiot. I'm thinking something bigger.
Okay, like what?
Here, I was rummaging through your collection.
What the hell? Why were you going through my collection?
Doesn't matter. Take a look.
What's this? A PS1 game? I haven't gotten that far yet.
It doesn't matter. Your first review will be that game.
If I do the review, will you leave me the fuck alone?
Fine. Then I'll be on my way.
Weird-ass skeleton.
Asshole.
Making me do a review. I'll do a review whenever I want. Can't he see I'm trying to enjoy this totally not scripted Tecmo Super Bowl?
The Tecmo Super Bowl will be right back after these commercials.
Welcome to Big Willie's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of Willie dogs. Can you give me the Big Willie?
My pleasure.
You want to get fried with that?
What'd he say?
Crypto serving up an order of destruction on the Wii with the help of Big Willie, blast, crush, and probe with devastating weapons and mental abilities, or team up with a friend and destroy all humans together.
At least this beat's getting probed!
Are we getting probed? Destroy all humans. Big Willie Unleashed. Rated T for teen.
which one of you has been eating all the Cheetos snacks? Okay, I've given you guys a chance to confess. This little baby can detect trace amounts of Cheetos dust. What? Gloria, kids. When did we get a cat?
Dangerously cheesy.
Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me is you.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Bros., where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest, only on Nintendo 64.
This Halloween, things will get dark. With A1 flavor baked into the bun, things will get deliciously dark at Burger King. Try the all-new Halloween Whopper, dripping with A1 sauce, right now for a limited time, only at Burger King.
Rated M for mature.
Don't scratch it, kid.
Welcome back to the Tecmo Super Bowl. Here we are in the third quarter, and it looks like the Giants are overrunning the Redskins.
Yeah, Johnny, the Redskins are going to have to definitely put in overtime to catch up or even win this Super Bowl. And I don't mean overtime, like literally overtime.
Yes, Jimmy, I believe the viewer understands exactly what you mean.
Is it odd that we've suddenly started commenting on the actual game itself instead of just random stuff?
I don't know, Jimmy. I don't really know what the viewer wants out of this commentary shtick. Do they want us to make jokes? Memes? Do they want us to be serious about it? Do they want us to comment on the commercials that we just played? Do we comment on the gameplay that is being played before us? Or do we talk about the game itself like a review?
Yeah, and forgive me for breaking character for a moment, but I do want to talk about my videos. First off, thank you everyone who has subscribed to my channel, who has liked my videos and left comments. I really appreciate you guys, and I can't thank you enough. And the viewers out there who have stuck around from the beginning and watched all my content thus far, it really means a lot to me. I don't get paid for this. I do it for fun, and maybe one day that might change. But for now, I'm in the game of making videos purely to entertain, or another reason that I'll get into. So back onto the subject of the videos, I do plan on doing actual legitimate reviews. However, I'm trying to find a format that I like. At the moment, my reviews are brief, one-paragraph descriptions in my gameplay videos, but I would like to do dedicated reviews for each of the games I have played. For the good, the bad, and the games that are in the middle somewhere. I don't want to do exclusively bad games, especially as some sort of angry nerd. I feel like that horse has been beaten to death, resurrected, and beaten to death again. I think that is James Rolfe's expertise. That's like his shtick that he has perfected. But everyone else kind of killed the fun by trying to milk the idea. Granted, I would love to do a similar type of review for really bad games, but I also want to do reviews for good games and the games in between. Also, to clarify, I only want to do these videos for games that are within my collection, and don't worry, I have a pretty huge collection, so my selection of games has no shortage of choices. Which brings up my other reason for making these videos. I have this huge collection of games that is barely getting any use. What better a way to use it than to play each game from start to finish, or at least as close to finish as I can get. None of this is emulation, it's all directly from the hardware the game was built for, with legit physical copies of the games. When I get to reviews or other types of videos, I'll be sure to show them on camera so that you can see what things I have in my collection. Anyway, got off topic for a second there. I just want to use this opportunity to not only record my playing of every game in my collection for viewers to see what those games are like, but also so that I can revisit the games from my childhood or growing up, or play the games I've never played before. And I apologize for the very lengthy speech, but I felt where better to include it, if not the final video of the Tecmo Super Bowl series. That's right, after this, no more Tecmo Super Bowl, we can finally move on to a new game.
The Tecmo Super Bowl is brought to you by BTGGFs. God, do I wish I had one.
Pop the hood. The hood.
Twisted Metal 4, and Sweet Tooth is large and in charge with all the high-octane attitude you've come to know and love.
989 Studios.
Out for some Lays and you face a test. Which tasty chip will be the best? Sour cream and onion smoky barbecue. Cheddar, sour cream, salt and vinegar too. You sample them all, cause the crisp is so good on your lips. Yeah. You left your wallet at home, but now you have a new best friend.
The many flavors of Lay's chips. One taste and you're in love.
Beyond the edge of reality lies a story of ultimate conquest. A story of war and friendship. A story of a love that can never be. And a hatred that always was. And now, the most anticipated epic adventure of the year will never come to a theater near you. Final Fantasy VII.
PlayStation. Come on. Come on, Mario. Come on, Mario, jump! Don't give up.
Want to grow? The calcium in milk helps bones grow.
Okie dokie.
There's never been a game like Sega Saturn's Knights. Never been a game that's allowed you to fly, fluid and free, in real-time 3D. Never, not anywhere. But especially not on that other system. Simply because, with only one processor, it doesn't have the power to do it. Fly, plaything, fly. You're not ready.
Stay up!
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for golden lights. Hey, it's a good time for the great taste dinner at McDonald's. It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. の謎解きアクション戸惑うことなくのめり込もうもちろんスーパーファミコン真剣勝負今宵もゼルダは最高潮スーパーファミコンゼルダの伝説ついに出る
You're not gonna live. It will be painful.
You're doomed.
Doom 3, rated M for mature. Now on Xbox.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
Bad deal!
Cars that break down!
Thieves!
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
you can kiss my ass!
It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker!
You'll fall for this bullshit!
Guaranteed!
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass!
You heard us right!
Shove it up your ugly ass!
Bring your tray!
Bring your title!
Bring your wife!
We'll fuck her!
That's right, we'll fuck your wife!
Because at Big Bill Hell,
you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday!
Take a hike
to Big Bill Hell!
Home of challenge pissing!
That's right!
Challenge pissing!
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
you get no down payment!
Don't wait!
Don't delay!
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off!
Only at Big Bill Hell!
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off!
Hurry up, asshole!
This event ends the minute after you write us a check!
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker!
Go to hell!
Big Bill Hell's Cars!
Baltimore's filthiest!
And exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland!
Guaranteed!
Welcome back to the Tecmo Super Bowl. Unfortunately, my co-host Johnny had to leave early, so I'll be closing off the fourth quarter of the Tecmo Super Bowl by myself. I know it probably would be a lot better with Johnny here, but I'll see what I can do to keep you guys entertained.
Hello there.
Oh no, not you.
What an interesting situation you've found yourself within. Perhaps a review is in order.
Oh, come on. We just went over this. Don't you remember? It's going to happen later. You already gave me a game to do a review for. Why do you want me to do a review now?
It's the final episode of the Tecmo Super Bowl. What better way to go out than in the big.
Okay, if I do it, will you leave me alone?
Yes, you have my word.
Yeah, as if that's any good. Okay, I guess I'm doing a review of Tecmo Super Bowl. Tecmo Super Bowl is an arcade-style sports game that came out in 1991 on the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES for short. It was a follow-up to the successful Tecmo Bowl that released in 1989 on the NES and in 1991 on the Game Boy, but was the predecessor to the Tecmo Super Bowl games on the Genesis, Super Nintendo, and the PlayStation. It was developed and published by Tecmo. Gee, who would have guessed? If you don't know who Tecmo was, they were known for many games back in the day, but primarily for Ninja Gaiden. So let's start with the graphics. Only taking into consideration the system it came out on and the year it came out, it's impressive, but not to the same degree as some other games. Super Mario Bros. 3, for example, is certainly a step over this, and that came out in 1990. However, the cutscenes are still pretty good and faithful to the sport. Probably its only real flaw is the excessive flickering. However, the game plays relatively smoothly, even when there is flickering. So if anything, it's merely a minor annoyance. if you're not sure what that is, flickering is when too many pixels animate on the same line, causing the pixels to fade in and out of the picture. With that said, I give the graphics a 4 out of 5. On to the sound. The game is pretty faithful to what you might hear at a football game, including voices, which was not that often seen back in the day. The sounds are simple and the music is memorable. I give it another 4 out of 5. But what about the controls? While not overly complicated like an action game, how well the controls function and feel can still be important. For Tecmo Super Bowl, they are simple and responsive. However, you may occasionally feel input lag. If you aren't familiar with that, input lag is the delay between pushing a button on a controller and the game responding. Also, while this game isn't necessarily complex, if it's your first time playing, you may struggle with the controls until you learn how to play. Still, I believe the controls are simple enough and tight enough to give another 4 out of 5. So let's talk about the gameplay, probably the most important factor when evaluating a game. Is it challenging? Is it fun? In terms of difficulty, I would say it's roughly a 3.5 out of 5, with 3 being an average. Once you learn the controls and the teams, the game isn't all that difficult, but it still provides a challenge, especially if you play against a friend or compete, and yes, people still play this competitively. Now, what about the game modes or options for playing? Well, you can play against the AI, you can play against a friend, you can play as the team or just as a coach who picks the plays for the team to play, or just set up games between the AI. There is the preseason, which is essentially a free-for-all, have any team versus any other team. The season, which is picking a team and trying to make it to the Super Bowl. Or the Pro Bowl, which is a game of the best AFC players versus the best NFC players. Overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. And that's pretty much it for Tecmo Super Bowl. My final score on a scale of 1 to 10 would be an 8 out of 10. It's definitely worth getting, especially if you're a fan of football. If you see it loose for about $24, it's a good deal. And with that, I say my goodbyes to Tecmo Super Bowl. See you guys in the next video.
Come on, let go of the remote, don't you know you're ready on a jump?